Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. We're jumping into a Gemini reading. Hello, Gemini. Working on the air signs today. So grateful for you guys being here with me. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. I'm a full-time artist, and we're out here in nature, co-creating, tuning in for the air signs today. Tuning in for Gemini. Tuning in with our angels, our ancestors, our guides, Mother Gaia, higher powers, ascended masters. We're looking for any guidance, any tips or advice for the Gemini collective, and so it is. Thank you. All right, so we're trying to align you with your greatest good and your highest calling, Gemini. Let's go ahead and get some advice for you. For the Gemini collective, please. The fire's getting started here, Gemini. For the Gemini collective, what do we have for Gemini, please? Thank you. We have strength, Gemini, and then we have the Tower in the reverse. Okay, two major arcanas coming through immediately. I hope you guys are picking up on that. Powerful energy coming through immediately for you, Gemini. Wow. What else do we have for the Gemini collective, please? Thank you. So we have the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. So we have the Two of Pentacles with two major arcanas. Okay. Balancing. Wow, okay, so there's such a strong message coming through here about knowing when to let go here, Gemini, knowing when to surrender. And the Fool in the reverse. Gemini, you can't make this up. Okay, so for the Tower and the Fool in the reverse, I think you guys can already pick up what Spirit is trying to say here. But let's, the Tower is the endings, the Fool beginnings, right? And the fact that they're both in the reverse, there's a little bit of resistance towards coming into balance with your creations. Pentacles it's more than just money. I think it's about what it is that we do, how we take action in our own lives. Okay, when it comes to grounding, action in a very grounding way. I'm feeling okay. Gemini, okay. The World card. All right, so we have the Tower, the Strength, Two of Pentacles, the Fool in the reverse, and the World card. World card also in the reverse. Okay, so there's been a cycle that you've completed, Gemini. There's a cycle. There's a cyclical nature to this for sure. All right, that has come to an end with the Two of Pentacles and the World card. However, let's get some clarifiers in here because, for whatever reason that you're struggling to realize that you can have whatever you want and that you are creating your reality. I feel like you've come into this awareness, and yet you're kind of, I feel like they're kind of sitting on the fence of like, how do I let go of all the stuckness that I have felt from the past, right? I feel like there's an inability to see just how powerful you are. Okay, wow. So because you are very powerful here, Gemini. This is very, very powerful energy. What else for Gemini? Please show me clearly for the Gemini collective. All right. Haha, let go of time. Look at this. Wow, powerful. Let go of time. How much do you need to do today? Must you fill every moment to feel useful or productive? And how much of your life is directed by time? Answer these questions honestly. Wow. Okay, so let go of time today. So Spirit's asking you to release any kind of restrictions when it comes to time right now. Kind of to sit in the now. Wow, so profound. Okay. All right, so we have the Fool, we have, man, the fact that you have 4 major arcanas out here, this is no joke. Okay, this is a very serious reading for you, Gemini, for the Gemini collective. That look at this, the Tower, the Sun, the Chariot, all in the reverse. Okay, now reversal doesn't mean, 6 of Cups, it doesn't mean that you're not fully you know exhibiting those behaviors, or like they're the opposite. um, a lot of times it's not about opposing energies, it's about what's available to you and have you access that energy. So right now it's kind of indicating that you haven't yet come into that awareness, but um, you know the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, I think there is something that's going to help you um, come into that awareness. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers for you, Gemini. So we have the Tower and the Strength card. Let's go ahead and look at what's going on with these 2 cards. Can we have some clarifiers here? Starting to shuffle. Please, Spirit. Can we have some clarifiers here with the Strength and the Tower in the reverse? What is this Tower in the reverse for Gemini, please? Show me clearly for Gemini. What is this Tower in the reverse? My cat is here. Kudo's here. Not Kudo. Wow. The Hermit. So the Tower and the Strength. The Tower in the reverse and the Strength card. Okay, there's a Hermit energy coming through. It's saying, if there's a reason that you're unwilling to let go of something, okay, if there's a reason you're unwilling to let go of something, take some time to really, is it worth the squeeze? Is a lemon worth the squeeze? Is this worth your time right now? And I feel like possibly you're keeping yourself on such a timeline, okay? Because I feel like let go of time, and this 2 of Pentacles is here. I feel like it's trying to say, as you're balancing, as you're trying to get these modalities, I'm hearing like there's different things that you do um in order to come into union with the creations that you're like, who you are, and all the moving parts of who you are, and all the things that you end up doing for yourself and for other people. There's a lot of energy. But this is about you. I mean, there's a lot of energy of other people and the things that you do, the way that you serve your community, the way that you serve the people around you. But this reading is very much about you. Okay. And this is really important. This is a really important reading. And um, I'm hearing some noise in the background. I'm just gonna burn a little bit more sage here because I feel like it might be a little bit heavy, the things that you're trying to let go of, and that's okay. I think Gemini, sometimes we have to um, realize that the worst parts of us, like these worst addictions, or what is wrong with me, it's a lot centered, it's so much centered around love, and the love that you didn't get. And wow, what a big fucking deal, right? And not to belittle like what people will do in the name of love, um, but I don't think that you're the bad guy here, okay? I don't think that you're, um, doing anything that's that you're aware of. That's the big thing, is that this is about culmination of consciousness. Okay, Gemini, 9:38 on the clock right now. This is a culmination of who you are. So when we have the World, the Tower, the World, and the Fool with Strength, it's trying to say, can you shed the past? Are you brave enough to let go of the things that keep repeating in your life, okay? Because there are repetitions here with the World card and the Two of Pentacles. There are repetitions that you find yourself in, thoughts in your mind that keep circling, okay? That keep circling, that keep going. Is this still valid in my existence? And then trying to make it valid, or trying to figure out, okay, is this worth the squeeze? And then going back and realizing that it's not, and yet testing it out again and again and again. So we have Death in the Chariot. Gemini, what the heck that you have so many fucking major arcanas right now? I can't. So, damn. You know, and what I really love too, what I'm seeing here is this very individual experience that you're going through. Except for the Tower in the reverse. Tower in the reverse, it has two people. Okay, so maybe this is a relationship coming to an end, or this is some kind of like, realization you and a person has. This is a coming to Jesus moment here, and Strength is trying to say, yeah, you are strong enough, because you have that single card coming through, right? You have the single Strength card, her and her lion, right? Her and her fear. And this let go of time, that's trying to circle around you and say, hey, you know what, don't worry about the idea of, today or tomorrow, or a month from now. Don't focus so much on that. Focus on your present moment, and also focus on what you're feeling. Your feelings here are really important. I don't have any cups on the table. All I have on this table right now, in our reading, is Pentacles. Okay, so that might be another sign for you, Gemini. You might have some Taurus placements, that you do focus on a lot more grounding energies. Okay, because all we have is major arcana, straight major arcana. God, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcanas. Okay, dang, Gemini. So you're really going through a profound shift right now in your life. And I think like this let go of time is not only about let go of like how much time is going by, but also let go of like the schematics, let go of like what you imagine like is um the order of things, okay, or how it's supposed to be, or something like that. Something very like release your release your inhibitions, but release what keeps you in these same train of thoughts that you've been having. Okay, all right, let's look at what rune is here. What rune is here? What sacred rune is here? Let's use the rune as a clarifier for this Death in the Chariot. Okay, so the Death is in the reverse. It does feel like it's like you know what's gonna push you forward. You know what's gonna like skyrocket you forward. But let's take a look here for Death and Chariot. Please, thank you. All right, Ansuz. Look at that fortune cookie. I read a fortune cookie recently and I felt like it was so silly, but I'm trying to remember what it said. Oh, dang it, I don't remember. Okay, let's go ahead and read what this rune means. So it's Ansuz. Ansuz is divine, God. Strongly associated with divine communication, this rune card suggests that you need to pay close attention to the messages and advice offered to you, either written or spoken. However, this card goes far deeper than mere external communication. It indicates that true insight you are seeking can only be found by searching within. Wow, Gemini. Learn from and be inspired by the wisdom that external voices or divine signs such as coincidences offer, but also be a discerning spiritual seeker from the inside out. This means doing your research and forming your own opinions rather than simply accepting all that you are told or presented with by others. It also means having the courage and humility to question your own assumptions and preconceptions. Personal transformation is about being open-minded enough to search for what is true, even if that truth is, at times, uncomfortable to confront. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Gemini, your readings are also always um so lit and so insightful, and um there's a strong message of you know look for hope, and tune in with your ability to see farther than the now. Okay, and be discerning. There's a really strong message of like, be discerning about like where you spend your energy, how you spend your energy, how you spend your time. Okay, because there's something here that you need to let go of, Gemini, and that you need to walk away from, that you need to release, this let go. And the hermit energy here is also trying to tell you, hey, you know what? Focus on you. You really need to focus on yourself at this time. I know it seems a little bit like, oh, but it's Gemini season and I want to go out and I want to play and I want to be amongst my people, my friends, and the collective. But I think right now, Gemini, there's something here that Spirit wants to tell you, and I think you need to like fully lean in here, okay? Like fully lean in, okay? So, with that being said, give this card a shuffle. Let's see what else for Gemini, please. 17:01 on the clock. Let's see one more card for Gemini, please. For the Gemini collective. I love you so much, Gemini. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for tuning in this reading. For Gemini, please. Show me clearly for Gemini. For Gemini, thank you. Alright, so I said last card, and we have 3 cards here. Let's see. So we have Justice, amazing. Another major arcana. We have 6 of Fire. And we have 4 of Earth. So, okay. So there is like a little bit of a warning here, Gemini, about spending your money. Make sure that you spend your money wisely. Don't, you know, um, victory is here for you, but it's also saying, hey, as you party or celebrate your winnings, um, make sure that you spend your money wisely. And also, don't forget you. There's a really strong message of don't forget about you, Gemini. Don't forget about what your goal is, or your passion, or your joy, or your hurt, your pain. There's things here that wants to be, it wants to be seen, and it wants to be transmuted. It wants to be worked through. It wants to be balanced out. With the Justice card here as well, it's like there's energy that wants to be balanced out and brought into the fold. I'm hearing it's like bring it in, bring it all in, because with this Death and this Chariot card, this is Cancer and Scorpio energy. This is Virgo energy. Okay, you have Scorpio energy here twice. There's a lot of love here in this reading as well. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of Page of Cups. There's a lot of sweet, sweet, romance and sweet love and sweet, like, newness here that you've never felt before. And for that, Gemini, like, I really, Spirit is asking you to be strong. Okay, the fact that you have this Strength card, so you have you have everything that you need in this moment to make the choice that you need to make, Gemini. I love you guys so much. I hope that this reading helped.